Oh, yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video with me, Seti Scoops. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys my Fast and Furious car collection in my garage too. This is the second garage of 70 cars. So, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And also, if you haven't hit that notifications bell, because you should hit that for my next video come out. All the videos to come, hit it right now. And also like the video. And guys, I will see you in the video right after the intro. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'll post the picture up in the top left corner so you guys can see the car clearly. Have fun, guys, and enjoy the video. Bye bye. Alrighty, guys, so we're in our garage now. We're just gonna get straight into it because we're just ready to set our intro. So we'll just get straight into it. So here is Letty's S14 from the Fast and Furious. Now I know this is a Sultan, and I know we have done this in like an Evo build. Basically this is like our Evo because we have a Tokyo Drift and the Too Fast Too Furious. But it's just something we kind of want to create just to get the color right. I know we don't have the decals on the side of it, the decals on the side of whatever you want to call it, of the car, but I just wanted to show you guys what roughly it would look like. We kind of needed this car because it's one of the top nice cars. I haven't done actually Jesse's build yet, so if you guys have any comments down below on what I should do for Jesse's build. People do like Feudos and stuff, but I don't think it's good enough. You know, a Feudo doesn't look like a Jetta at all. But anyway, that's that one. There's nothing really much to say about it. It's not that similar, but it's okay. We got the color right at least, and we've got the spoiler and stuff. Anyway, we're moving on to Slapjack's build. This is the Too Fast Too Furious, and basically in one of the scenes where there are drag racing, street racing, so Slapjack is just one of the guys that's in it, and this is obviously a Supra Mark IV. So we have it here, and the decals match the car pretty well, so Fast and Furious have obviously put that in. Now the only thing we don't really have is the spoiler's not really on point, but it's okay, I suppose. Also, the bronzy color that he has, that's the closest we could get, so sorry for that. But you'll see that in the Fast and Furious builds. If you guys want any of these cars and you want to make them, you want to create them exactly the way I have, the playlist will be linked down in the description below for every car build, and it's also on my channel. If you just go to my channel, go to playlists, you'll see all the playlists I've created. But that is the Mark IV. Now that is a Dinka Jester Classic, and obviously that's a Sultan RS. We're moving on to the Class A Tampa. Now we have, this car is in Too Fast Too Furious. These cars are actually kind of all over the place, guys, so I'm very sorry about that, but it's just the way I have them, the way I've created them. So I'm very sorry, but just take it, boys, right? Just take it. So this is the 1969 Yenko Camaro, and it's from Too Fast Too Furious, the scene where they basically jump on the yacht, drive along the desert and jump on the yacht. That's that car. Paul Walker and Roman drive it. Yeah, it's a pretty nice car. The Tampa matches it quite well. We just don't have the stripes on the hood. We just have like a block stripe, but it's still quite close. This is the Ford Lightning, Brian's, Paul Walker, whatever you want to say. This is just the one that he drives in Fast and Furious, and there is a scene where there's loads of car parts in the back of it, and they're stacked up pretty high. That's when he builds the Supra. Oh yes. Anyway, that's that. There's not much to say about that. It's a pretty standard build. They actually made that quite standard. And then we're moving on to Orange Julius's RX-7. This is in Too Fast Too Furious as well, so it's one of the street cars in it, and it's quite a nice car. Nothing much to say about this. The Banshee we have used a lot in RX-7s to represent them. So we've used the Tokyo Drift one, and now we've used the Too Fast Too Furious, and we've also got the Fast and Furious RX-7 over here, which Dom drives, and hopefully we have the neon lights on it. Oh yes, we do. So he basically pulls up, loads of mad music playing, and then that's like one of the best scenes I think ever, especially in the like street racing place. But that's really that. That was the Bravado Bison, if anyone knows that Ford Lightning. But these are Banshees. Obviously you can get different kinds and stuff of Banshees. You can get ones without roof, but try and get the one with the roof. Sometimes it spawns in differently. If you're on PC, it'll spawn in probably with the roof off it. But for the PS4 players, hopefully you get it. I think there might be an option anyway in it to put a roof on it. But that's that. That's the first floor done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. There are some iconic cars there, rather than others. No one really knows about Orange Julius's RX-7. But they still have the decals for it, and also they have it roughly for DOMs as well. So maybe Rockstar are actually looking out on Fast and Furious and seeing like these are actually quite similar. But moving up to the second floor, so this one's a little bit trickier. Some of these you will know, some of them you won't. So we'll just go straight to the first one. So this is Roman's Mustang from Fast and Furious 6. This is the 1969 Mustang, and there's not much to say about it. It's basically when they are driving along the highway and the tank comes. That's that thing. For anyone that knows that. Fast and Furious wasn't really a big film compared to the first ones because the cars just aren't as iconic. But it's still pretty good. So moving on to the SRT8 from Fast and Furious 6. Also we have the Dodge. This is also one of the cars in Fast and Furious 6. There's not much to say about it. It's the Bravado Buffalo S. Just like any other car it is in Fast and Furious. It's used in action, basically in loads of action. So now we're moving on to the Tokyo Drift. This is the Dodge Viper. Now this is in the opening scene where Sean drives the American muscle car. Now the guy throws a baseball basically through the back window of his car. Sean walks up to him with like a wrench spanner thing, and he kind of backs off, and then they have a drag race for the girl in the passenger seat, I think it is. Awesome car. They end up going to jail. They end up crashing. It's a pretty bad crash. You probably remember the scene where Sean busts out the like half-built house and comes onto the road beside them. It's an awesome scene, and that's where he gets kicked out to go to Tokyo. But that is the Dodge Viper. Banshee for a lot of builds, RX-7s, Dodge Vipers, a lot of them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Moving on to the Fast and Furious 5. This is the GT40. And we have it in here. It's an awesome car. Like I just can't get enough of this. So this basically sits in the corner with dust, collecting dust on it and dust. And they basically Dom has this in the corner, just sitting ready to go when it's needed. Awesome car. Rockstar have added this since the start. I can't remember it coming in as a new car. I think it's always been there, and they really have like recreated the Ford GT just to be like this. It's so awesome. It was also in GTA 4, so it kind of originated from GTA 4 to GTA 5. And also the suspension in GTA 4 was quite good. It was springy in some cars. I can't remember this one. I just remember the back end of it just being bounced about on the road. Moving on to the Fast and Furious 5 Corvette. This is the Corvette Classic in GTA. This car used in the scene where they jump off the bridge. They're basically trying to get the stuff off a train. and they run out of time and have to jump off the bridge in the end. So Dom and Paul Walker, because it is a convertible, they can easily jump out of it, and it just goes straight into the water. Not one of my favorite cars. I don't really like it as much. I probably like it more in real life than anything, because I think it would just look stunning in real life. And they also used it in, I think it was a Bad Boys. Kind of, well, it's not like a Corvette. It kind of looks like a Shelby Cobra in a way, as well. They used the Shelby Cobra in Bad Boys, by the way. Anyway, we're moving on to the 1970 Chevrolet SS car build. Now, this is from Fast and Furious 4, before Dom paints it red with black stripes. This is basically just the car before it. It's used not really that much, more like it's like a desert car than anything. Yeah, there's not much to say about it. It's the Sabre Turbo in GTA 5, and you also notice that some cars have NOS bottles in, just like this one. There's some upstairs as well, I can show you guys, but it's just an awesome feature to have, especially when you're doing Fast and Furious car builds. It's awesome. So then we're moving on to the Fast and Furious 6. This is Letty's Jensen Interceptor. Now, Fast and Furious 6 was probably a good Fast and Furious. They drive this through London. It's an awesome car. I really like this. It's definitely built off it. So it's like the Rhapsody in GTA 5. You guys know this car is definitely built off the Jensen Interceptor. I don't think there's any other car, just because of the windows and stuff in it. You'll see a picture up in the top left anyway of what it looks like in Fast and Furious. So it's quite similar as well, especially with the round lights on it. It just feels like a very powerful car for what it is. But I'm surprised they used such an old car in Fast and Furious 6, especially when there was all kind of new cars. But I suppose the Daytona was in it also. But that was the second floor. Moving on to our third floor of Comic-Con. Get that declined. We'll move on to the third floor now and see what it's about, and then we'll get on up there. Now these cars are different because they're not as iconic, especially with the paint jobs on them. We don't actually get enough paint jobs from Rockstar to get these cars, but we'll move on. Now this one, guys, I know it doesn't really look as similar to other cars as the other cars do, but I had to make something. I have Leon's Skyline, I have Jesse's, well, I actually don't have Jesse's. They have Jesse's Jetta, we have Letty's S14. Really what we're missing is Vince's Maxima. Now this is the Nissan Maxima. It is used in Fast and Furious. If you guys can remember, the 4 cars at the start of it coming in to the tuna shop, the sandwich shop, where Dom is in the back and Mia is in the front. She serves and stuff, and then Vince has a fight watch your back, watch your back. This one isn't as square to the Nissan Maxima as I would have liked. It's more like a Lexus, or there's another Nissan. I can't mind the name of it, but it looks like it as well. But that is what that car looks like. If we had the paint job, it would probably look very similar. Moving on to the Fast and Furious 5, sorry. We have the Skyline GTR, 1972 Skyline GTR. This is one of the scenes where they're driving through a desert town, the hills. It's Rio, I think it is, Rio. Pretty sure it's Rio. Awesome car actually. Rockstar have made this car look very similar to a GTR Skyline, which is awesome, and especially in the 1972 version. We've also got the wing mid spoiler on it. I was going to say ducktail there, but it's really not a ducktail on it, which really does set off this car. But there's not much to say about it, as we only see it roughly. Moving on to the Fast and Furious 4. This is the pickup truck, and if you can remember, they steal the oil from another lorry. So if you can remember this car, or imagine this car driving, it basically just spins about, pulls a handbrake, and then there's a guy in the back. He pulls up a hitch for the lorry, and it bangs straight onto it. Awesome scene. And also what I like about this car is like the braid, the wooden braid in the seats. I don't know what to call it. I think it's a wooden braid in the seats, which is an amazing detail to add to the car. There's also a NOS bottle in it as well, which sets it off. There's no paint job really to this. It's just very orange, and I love it. And we have added a wee bit of detail in the back just for you guys, because they obviously had the hitch in there, so we'll just add the airbags there for some little detail. Then we're moving on to the Gtr Skyline. This is the Fast and Furious 6 one. And this is the LG RH8. Also, that pickup was a slam van, and then the Skyline before it was a Warner, just so you guys know. But this is the GTR for Fast and Furious 6. We have it actually, it's in a house. We parked it up at the old house, and it's in one of the scenes in Fast and Furious 6 where it actually is parked up at the old house where Fast and Furious 1 and 2 like originated from, around that house. So iconic. And I actually watched this, these guys in Lamborghinis, going back to it. If you know them, can't even remember the name. And they actually met like Jesse in real life, and it was awesome, and they took him around with him. It was so cool. But that's that car. The paint job is matte pearlescent. One of the cars that is matte pearlescent. Anyway, we have the Insurgent from Fast and Furious 6 also. No, Fast and Furious 5. This is the Gtr LAPV. And this is in Rio as well, where they drive around in this car. Now in GTA 5, the Insurgent, we don't have much of modifications to do on it. But it does look like a Gtr LAPV van anyway, or whatever you want to call it. It is an armor car. You can't really do any more armor cars, but it looks like it looks very similar to it. Then we have our Lincoln Hypersport. Now you can see there's two of these with two different paint jobs. I wasn't too sure which one to go on, and I think maybe the left hand side is a bit more there compared to the right, because of the grill on the right. It's just so far, the bonnet looks so far forward. If the grill was on the left hand side car, it would probably make it better. But that is where the scene where in Fast and Furious 7 where they basically jump a building in a car. It gets kind of crazy, Fast and Furious, as it goes on. It just gets more action packed, more crazy, more like everything. They just get crazy. But that is your Lincoln Hypersport. Now you can choose which one you want. The left hand side one is the Pegassi. They're both Pegassi cars. So the left hand side one is Tempesta. Yeah, that's what it is. So the left hand side one's the Pegassi Tempesta, whatever you want to call it. Tempesta. The right hand side one's the Pegassi Reaper. But that's what you have, and that's there. So guys, if you did enjoy this car garage tour, please subscribe and also like. Comment down below what your favorite car was in this, and hopefully you guys can see the Fast and Furious cars from this. I know some of them are a wee bit far-fetched, like that Nissan Maxima, like Vince's, but most of them are actually on point as well. I think for me the RX-7 would probably be there, especially with orange joists and domes, just because of the paint jobs on them. Although the Yenko is quite good, and also the Ford Lightning I quite like it, because it's just such a back there car. No one like kind of knew about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Please subscribe for more, and I will also obviously see you in the next garage tour. Thank you for watching guys, and I will see you again. Bye bye.